Hello and welcome to my first edition of Thursday Thoughts. It's just a quick update every week on lessons that I've learned in leadership. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm not here to be the guru. I'm not here to be right or to be wrong. I'm here to offer my perspective. Hopefully you'll gain some insight from that. So today I want to start off talking about workplace culture, toxic bosses, and why people leave organizations. Now, in almost every case in my career, I've left an organization because of toxic leadership or toxic culture. You can't imagine seeing your boss, my boss in this case, with one of my senior leaders. He patted her on the head in front of clients and colleagues and said, "Yes, she's done very well for someone so young. We're very proud of that person's name." It was horrifying. And when I pulled him up about it afterwards and got no response from him, and when I then took it to his boss and got no response from that person, it made me realize that that was a culture that wasn't equal, it wasn't fair, it wasn't going to match with my beliefs and my principles. And it was one of the many factors that caused me to actually leave that organisation. Now, depending which reports you read, in the UK, they estimate that toxic workplace culture costs around 16 billion pounds per year. In the US, toxic workplace cultures have driven 20% of employees out of their jobs in the past 5 years. That's a $223 billion turnover cost. Can your business, can your organization afford losses like those? I don't think so. So toxic leadership and toxic culture, it's when you've got behaviors that are autocratic, narcissistic, manipulative, intimidating, overly competitive and discriminatory. Now, if you're in a culture that's like that, you're going to be forced down one of two paths. You either conform and accept the behavior, or you choose to get out of the way and move on from that kind of organization. So there are difficult choices to be made. And some people find themselves accepting and staying in a toxic culture because they feel that they've got no choice. And here's bad news again. 40% of people will not report these issues to their HR team because they don't trust that there won't be repercussions. Now, when we're talking about what drives a great team, we're talking about psychological safety. Studies by Google, studies by other researchers into this field have shown that psychological safety is the number one factor for creating a high-performing team. Psychological safety is knowing that you can be vulnerable and authentic, that you can take risks, that you can make mistakes, fail, and everyone on the team is going to have your back. There's real collaboration, there's real team spirit, for want of a better expression. And, there are other factors as well for high-performing teams. It's, dependability. Can we count on one another to deliver our absolute best? There's structure and clarity around roles and goals and plans. There's a real meaning to the work that's done in a high-performing team, where everybody takes ownership of the mission and the goals and makes it part of them. And then there's also the impact of the work. Does it actually fundamentally matter? Nobody likes doing busy work. So what can you do if you've got a toxic culture and a toxic leader? You can accept there's a problem and you can be responsible for fixing it. That's your job as a CEO or as a leader or as an HR director. You can bring in a third party like a coach. Because if you decide to invest in the leader and invest in the team, bringing in an external coach, an executive coach, a leadership coach, will help you identify issues and improve leadership behaviors. Stakeholder-centered coaching has shown 95% of leaders who undergo stakeholder-centered coaching improve their leadership behaviors. You can build a culture. Be open, discuss, accept that there is a problem and discuss what you're doing about it. Engage people in developing new policies and procedures and hold everyone accountable. Nurture a safe environment for all. create a whistleblower hotline and let people know that it's okay to use it, and have the bosses share the message that it's okay to use it. And also promote that via posters and regular briefings and updates about the whistleblower hotline. Working in toxic culture can feel like a trap. You can feel that you can't get out. If you're a CEO or an HR director, you know it's affecting your bottom line. So hopefully this little recap has been of service to you. If you'd like to discuss what coaching looks like, then please get in touch. See you back here next Thursday for another Thursday Thoughts. Thank you. Bye-bye.